We brought an important point. Sometimes people hire a lawyer, especially immigration lawyers, that unfortunately there's a bad reputation among immigration lawyers that they hire them, they pay, and then they disappear. Sometimes when clients say that, they're making a mistake, they have answered, but they just say that kind of stuff. But many times it's true. And one reason is because, not my firm, because I only take on a few cases a month, but some firms just take on volumes, tons and tons of cases, and they can't handle it all. So they lose track of people, they don't answer emails and stuff, and some people are just not organized. And this happens a lot where your lawyer won't contact you back, you don't hear from them, you don't know what's going on. That is a serious issue. That's the number one issue that could get attorneys disbarred, meaning they could lose their license. So if you have an attorney, you try contacting them multiple times, you called them, wrote a letter maybe, faxed them even, or emailed them, and you have this on record where they're just not answering you, unfortunately the next step may be to contact the local bar association for that state. So if you're from a California attorney, you contact the California bar and say, listen, I keep trying to contact my lawyer, I paid them, we have a contract, and they still haven't answered me, and my case is pending. It's not right. And the bar will go contact that attorney and see if that's true or not, and work a way out, and they may have to give your money back, they may have to, there'll be a situation, but again, the main thing is that a lawyer is supposed to be there for you. If they're not, you can file a claim against them, and a claim may disappear, but it may force the attorney to do something, or it'll help you move on to a different attorney, or maybe even get your money back if it's appropriate. So that's something you really want to be cautious of, really be on top of. It's a responsibility of an attorney, just like a doctor, to be there for their patient or their client. They can't just disappear. And they shouldn't just take on 1,000 cases so they don't have a time. It's not a good answer, So don't let that happen if your attorney's not. Now, I have one client right now, he emails me every day because of the travel ban, asking, what's going on with the travel ban today? And I told him, listen, I'm not going to answer anymore. Watch these videos, because I don't know what's happening with travel ban. Trump is said until the end of the year, and that's that. But he still contacts me every day, so now I said, listen, I'm just not going to answer you because there's nothing to answer, but you have my record. If something changes, obviously I'll let you know. And so if he complained, I have an email trail that says, listen, I answered this guy 50 times, and the 51st time I said, I just can't keep doing this anymore. And so I'm not worried about him complaining about it because I told him the situation. But if you're really sincerely trying to contact the person with information or not, that's something you should really contact the state bar and ask about.